Welcome to another episode of That Crazy Triangle Guy. I don't know if you can hear the sound in the background, but that's the sound of the heater as I am coming to you live from the basement of my mother's house. Um, we are looking at Solana on the daily time frame, and here this candle wicked right up to our target here at the center line of this much broader channel here, marked by the thick orange band there and this dotted blue and yellow line up there. Nailed it. And that's the target of this pink arrow here, where this red parallel channel intersected with the center line of this channel as well. And man, that was a good call. Now, what is that target? That target was measured from this symmetrical triangle we were trading in here, marked by the bottom of that larger channel that I mentioned before. And this pink arrow, which is actually the neckline of an inverse head and shoulders pattern we had formed earlier. I discussed about these head and shoulders and inverse head and shoulders we had been forming here more clearly on a hourly time frame. You can see that, and essentially what that was just causing us to do was snake about the center line of this larger blue parallel channel marked by these dashed blue lines. And so that was what we were doing, and arguably still could be doing. However, the last inverse head and shoulders placed us on a trajectory to be trading in this red parallel channel up this way. That now, to be honest, I will show you in my video from a week ago, November 30th, 7 days ago. You can see here on November 30th that we originally had the target here at the top of the orange parallel channel right there before I added the red channel. And that was before the second inverse head and shoulders pattern that we had formed. Up until this point, we had just formed this one inverse head and shoulders that was placing us on this trajectory within the orange parallel channel. Since that time, we then formed a second inverse head and shoulders pattern, placing us in a trajectory, a steeper trajectory in this red parallel channel. And that's when I moved this X from over here to over here. So, in all honesty, that's what we did, but we nailed it on the second time. Now, since we are traveling in this red parallel channel, I postulated that we could come up here. That's why the question mark. I also have a red question mark down here. So this is way out in January, mid-January. Honestly, I don't think we'll be down here that soon, if at all. Maybe up here somewhere for a low, right about where we're at now, after coming up further. The fact that we did hit this target and that we are traveling in this red parallel channel makes me believe that we will hit our second target here where the question mark is. Let me go on a real chart now, a real live chart. Second target is the yellow arrow here, and I'm guessing that comes, well, it's not going to come into play here unless we really pump tomorrow. That's a target of about $79. That's possible. We could hit it tomorrow, today. Um, but more, I just guessed that it would be Sunday. And it makes sense that traveling up and down in this channel that we would hit it. I mean, let's give ourselves a break here. Um, and potentially over here later on Monday or Tuesday. That's possible too, because what happened here, or so far today, we have seen a rejection off of the top of the orange parallel channel here. So that's really all we're doing is trading within this orange parallel channel thus far. Until we see a break of that, it can't be confirmed that we are in this red channel. Totally, dude. But it makes sense because in the grander scheme of things, we are oscillating within this blue channel here. Now let me see something. No, you know what? I was going to turn on the Gaussian channel, but as I recall, we are way above the Gaussian channel here. Let's just look at a weekly, exactly what we're doing. Let's look at the weekly Gaussian channel for a second. Oh, yeah, we're way above it. Yep. But you can see what we did is travel along the bottom of it and then boom, right up through it, shot through it. I don't think we're coming back down to 33. I highly doubt that. I think we're moving onwards and upwards. This is probably our anything as close to a retest of that as we're going to get here at 50 something. Um, Possibly way out here in the future, we might come back into contact with it. So let's turn that back off. Now, why I'm hesitant with Solana, I'd say, yeah, obviously we're coming up here. I would say that. What's causing me hesitation is the FTX token dumping of Solana. Now, so what I've found, I've tried to find out about that. So in this article from Reuters, the court has approved to increase FTX liquidation pace up to $200 million per week if everybody's in agreement. And they have 1.16 billion in Solana. That depends on what price. This was written in when was this written? September. So I guess they have a lot more Solana now, dollar wise. So, however, $200 million per week, and we're on a weekly time frame here. The current average weekly volume is 4 million. That would be like it's $70. 280 million, right? Am I right? Yeah, $280 million worth of Solana traded every week, and FTX can dump 200 million of assets every week. However, according to this article, and this is on Cointelegraph from September 14th, just a day later than the other one, we have the FTX Solana unlock schedule that Cointelegraph is reporting that the Solana Foundation released. So Solana has, neglecting this 4 million here, a total of 46.5 million. I'm sorry, FTX has 46.5 million Solana tokens, but they're locked up and they're set to unlock literally per month. This set here from September 2021 to September 2027, and this from January 2022 to January 2028. Both those initial dates have already passed, so essentially every month these are getting unlocked at the same rate over a 6-year period. So we just put those together, 46 and a half divided by 6. Let me get my calculator here. Where's my calculator? Come on, Mr. Calculator. Where are you? Oh, can I not do it? For some reason, it's giving me a problem. I think because this thing is in my way that you can't see. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh, you know what? Because I'm just recording this screen. All right, so I'm going to do it on the calculator, not in my brain, but on my phone. So you can't see that either. But so we had how much? Well, we got 6 years and 12 months per year. Let's just do 52 weeks per year, 6 years, 312 weeks. So 46.5 million. Oops. 4650000 divided by 312, did I say? Yeah. 312 equals 14,000 Solana. Is that right? Oh, you know what I did? I did. No, I did the wrong one. 46,500,000. I forgot 10, I believe. Divided by 312 equals, yeah, 149,000. So about 150,000 Solana tokens per week, which times $70 equals 10 million. Okay, so $10 million per week of Solana tokens can be dumped on the market, not 200 million. So that at least sounds a lot better. Now, at an average weekly volume currently of 4 million, so that puts about 280 million, right? That we already said that. Let's just say 300 million because Solana is slightly more than 70 and that's slightly more than 4 million. So 300 million well, 10 million divided by 300 million is like a third something. Is 3.5% of the trading volume are tokens that FTX will be dumping on Solana, on the Solana ecosystem, or whatever I'm talking about. So I don't know. Is that enough to affect the price? 3%? It seems like a lot to me, although it's not much. Now that's with the current volume. Solana's hot, and back here, if we go back, to where we're like currently in this area, as far as the stage of the cycle. Solana, you can see down here in the corner, the bottom right corner, was trading like an average of 15 million per week. 15, 15, 10, 8, 7. Yeah, a lot more than it is now. So if we see increased volume, uh, that will actually even be a smaller percentage. So we'll just have to see. I'll let you decide whether that's a lot or to affect the price or not. Um, Now, since we're on a weekly time frame, these parallel channels have gone slightly askew to one another. They should be right inside one another, but I guess they were probably drawn on a daily time frame. So when you go to a weekly, it throws them off a little bit. But zooming out, let's go back to a daily for a second. Daily, so that everything gets all straightened out. So we're looking, let me get rid of all those words. We're looking at here in this area price action. And if we zoom out, we can see how insignificant that really is in the grander scheme of things. We're talking about these smaller parallel channels within the blue parallel channel, remember that I mentioned? Um, and that blue parallel channel is just a small fraction of this big, larger red parallel channel. It's just really a expanded center line of the red channel that Solana has been trading in. We are currently moving up through that red channel. Oops, I got to turn this guy off. So we are currently moving up through that red channel, up into, past $100, up to 200 some dollars. This is just potentially, in the first half of next year, up 4x from where we're at now, possibly. Um, and you can see the price action that red channel takes into account here before this big pump, this parabolic bull run here. Price action had gone in that channel, pumped, and then is continuing back in this channel up to the center line here, you can see, and potentially back up here where we will start another parabolic run. Maybe up here. I don't know. I've estimated it to be in these green X's areas. This is November 24, April of 25, and October, November 25. But these could be higher. I don't know. I just kind of threw those out there. Um, and this red parallel channel is just a small part of the larger white parallel channel that you see here. And it takes price action into account here, right along the center line, right there. Boom, 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 boom. Four wicks down to there, and a wick up to it there. And then as we came back down, we wicked right back down to it and bounced along it several times here before falling through. So that's kind of why I'm placed these where they are at. But we'll, just have to reevaluate that later on. And we are in this tiny little space right here discussing where Solana is going to go. All right, so that's enough of that for now. Yeah, let's just zoom back into where we were. and see what Solana is currently doing. It's currently at 71.65, kind of just stalling out here a little bit. So yeah, let's see if this hits $79 by this weekend, or possibly Monday or Tuesday, right up in this area. And let's make a little circle there. Let us make a little circle right here in that area and see what happens. And if we hit that, then possibly we do come up here. All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin, see what Bitcoin's doing, just for the hell of it. Let's see if anything else is. Well, let's go to the total three. 438. It was up to 440, but it's a lot more than 430, right? Um, and total market cap is 1.567. Let's look at that for a second because it was at an all-time high, or not? A local high. Um, and coincidentally, it's at the top of. It's getting rejected off of the top of this orange parallel channel, which is what? I don't know. Well, I don't want to get into this here on this video. Oh, it's similar to the blue channel that we are currently trading in on Bitcoin. It, the top of it, the bottom of October 13th hits the top of this channel, and the bottom of the channel hits our bottom in January, as well as June here. And that's where we fell through in August. It's the same as the blue channel on Bitcoin, but a little bit different because it has crypto market cap. Well, it has a lot of everything. It has everything in it. So, what was significant about this is nothing really. We're coming up on some stuff here. But the total three is the one that has significance because if you can see past, well, you can see where we're trading at right now is this green dashed line where my cursor is on. And what we are about to do is challenge this high right here, as well as this right here. And those sit at approximately, that one was like 454. And up here is in the range of 465, 470, 472, let's call it. So those will be big moments when we do break those or get rejected from them. I don't think we're going to see a rejection. I think we'll break them in pretty short time here. Then we will continue to explode because our target is still up here at around 560. I thought it was 590, but it's 560 according to this. So still got a ways to go. Got another 30% or so to go. Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? 43, 167. It's really kind of lagging here. And you know what? I probably want to look at Bitcoin on another chart, but let's look at it here. The Bitcoin Magic Channel chart. You can see Bitcoin is just bouncing up and down along this white channel. It's a center line of a center. It's a center line of a parallel channel within a center line of a parallel channel, and so on and so forth. But it's related to the blue parallel channel. It's one step of the blue parallel channel. And what you can see here, this clearly shows it, is that this was a fake out right here. This wick down here, this big wick down, was to scare everybody into thinking we're dumping, and you can see it all got bought up. And that was a scare because this was where we were supposed to go. And if we look at Bitcoin on not this one, but on this one, um, yeah, we're on Bitcoin. Now this is, ignore this green line. This green line is just a circle that I drew. Happens to be that Bitcoin's kind of following it, but this blue channel is dotted line is similar to that other one, but actually kind of a little bit different. Maybe this white line is, I don't know what's going on here. Who knows what's going on? Anyway, we are still, I got to extend this channel a little bit. We're still really consolidating in this channel. About like that. So the fact that we're below the center line of this channel kind of tells me we may be heading down here and maybe get stopped by this dashed line here at about, wow, we could come down to just under 43,000. Huh. So what we are going to have to do is move this flagpole down here a little bit more. I'm thinking we don't go past this center line here. I'll just move it so it's out of the way of the price action, though. And that's interesting because that puts us back inside this green parallel channel we had been trading in here. Huh. My original theory was that we would come up here into the green circle, which we did, nailed it, and consolidate within this triangular shaped region here, marked by this double dashed line and this center line here, through to the FOMC meeting before continuing upwards here, up to the top of the channel, up this way. However, seeing this makes me think that maybe we just take the next leg up here. And I don't want to say that, Jerome. I like Jerome. Jerome seems like a really nice guy, unlike that other guy that's name starts with a G, not a J. Jerome seems like a really good guy, and he's I think he's doing a great job. But anyway, perhaps we say F him and the FOMC, and because I think everybody knows what's going to happen, and we don't really care what they have to say anymore. So perhaps we do come up here and then start moving upwards again in this channel to our target of 48,000 over the next few days. That's a possibility. The other possibility is that we just kind of hang out in here through to the meeting around 45, hit about 45.3 or so. All right, so before we go, let's go to my homepage of my YouTube channel. You'll notice I have a link to Alto IRA. That's the IRA that I use. They're totally awesome. They use Coinbase for trading and custody of your tokens. And I am absolutely love them. It's very easy to use, and I have no problem with them. Um, and they do not pay me at all. I'm just happy, and I like to support businesses that I'm happy with. Um, I tried that other company that I'm sure you hear about on the other channels, and that's the reason I did, because simply that's the one that I heard about on every other channel. So I just assumed, oh, maybe this is like the only one or the top one, and that's a bunch of BS. Make sure you always research. Don't necessarily go with the the company that you hear advertised all over the place, because that other company had absolutely shitty customer service, didn't care about me one crap. And so I said, I don't need this. And I came over here. Everything was really easy, had no problems whatsoever. So I will put a link to that in the description, and like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.